They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Here we go on 4th down. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the 3rd quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. Out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
But that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Rolling to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
2nd down, McKinnon. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 58 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either. So we'll. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 73 yards. And the Packers are back within a couple of the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He's got it to the 43 here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the 31, Mahomes. And hitting Juju on the slant.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tony. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 64 yards. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. To throw is Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. George Karlaftis